to the capital. Today we are looking at gold for the next week using my SLP CRT framework. So today I'm going to be showing you my buyers, the key levels, what I'll be watching for next week, both the bullish and bearish scenarios. Yeah, just basically everything I'll be looking at next week. So let's head into the charts. So basically I'll have to know my overall buyers. I look out for my overall buyers anytime I want to analyze the market. Yeah, so I'll go to the 3 months, and this is what's okay. Sorry, this is BTC, XAUUSD. So my overall trend is buy. So there's this system that I have here, this particular system that guides me on what to do anytime I open my chart, anytime I open my trading view. It guides me on what to do, and it actually helps. Let me show you guys. Yeah, this is my trading system. This is what I look out for anytime I open the market. Higher time frame analysis, where are we likely to go? That's, we check this on the higher time frame, then we mark out the swing structure on the higher time frame, 3 months, 1 month. We do all this, mark out the closest key levels for continuation pullbacks and reversal. Yeah, this is basically what we'll be looking out for. Entry criteria, POI selection, medium time frame analysis. So we head back to the chart. So this is the 3 months time frame, and basically we are not really seeing anything that is happening. Yeah, we are not seeing anything that's happening. So we dive down to the monthly time frame, but we know that our bias is bullish. Yeah, so what can we see here? It's not really clear, so we have to move down to the weekly time frame, and this is where the picture comes in very clear. So we can see a break of structure at this point. Yeah, we can see inducement. Yeah, so what happened? Market came and respected this zone, this demand zone. We are just marking out what we see. Do you understand? On the time frame. So what happened is that market swept the structure. So as market swept the structure and respected this zone, market intended to take this high out. Yeah, if I'm correct. But what happened? Market, as we can see, is coming down. It's retested a little bit, then started coming down. So if market is to sweep this zone out, we'll most likely look for another order block to trade from, or another POI to trade from. So we head down to the daily time frame. Yeah, this is where all the picture becomes very clear. This is what we are seeing here. Yeah, for our POI selection, what can we see? We must see a sweep. I'll have to head back to my trading system so that you can see what I'm trying to say. Here on the POI section, they say, does it break structure with a full body candle close? And we can see here, right, that markets broke. Yes, when market swept this structure, market broke with a full body candle. Does it have momentum? Yes, exactly. Does this sweep liquidity? Let's check. So where is the liquidity for this market? This order block is no longer valid. So they're asking if it swept liquidity. Exactly this point, that is where it swept liquidity. Does it have imbalance and imbalance option? Okay, this is optional. I don't really use that. Is this zone or POI unmitigated? Yeah, it is unmitigated. This is the POI right here. This is the POI, and this is the liquidity left untapped and ready to be swept off. So they are asking if this zone is okay. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I don't really use premium or discount to trade. So you can see that market actually has two liquidities. Market had this one, market has this one. Do you understand? Market has this one and market has this one. But the thing is that market has already tapped on this other block. That's why we are considering this one. So we have to our look is that market comes to sweep this low. Do you understand? We are not trying to say market will definitely come to sweep the low, but if market eventually comes to sweep this low, then you will know that this zone, this particular POI zone is very much valid. So we have to go to the down time frame, the 4 hours time frame. That's our medium time frame to start to look for entries. So what did they say on here on the medium time frame? They actually talked about us marking out a current swing structure on the medium time frame, 4 hours, 2 hour. Make sure it's aligned with the higher time frame buyer. Another time frame bias is what? Is buy. So we have to mark out the POI on the medium time frame. So first of all, we mark out the swing structure on the lower time, on the medium time frame, which is the 4 hours. So let's see what's happening on the 4 hours. Okay, just series of structures. This is a brick. Yeah, this is a brick. This, yeah, that's a brick. This this is a brick, and this is a brick. This is a brick that happened. So this is the current swing structure. Yes, this is the current. Sorry about that. I know there are too much lines, so this why these lines are here is because of my last week trade setup. So I'll just let me just remove this ones. Yeah, because this is what we're working with. This is what we're actually working with. So yeah, we can see a break of structure on the 4 hours. So we have to look for a valid POI, a valid POI section. So we can very much see that all these zones then they have already been used. This one, let me check well. Let me check well. Yeah, exactly. Has been used. This one too. Yeah, and I know you can see that that one has been used too. Yeah, exactly. So the only zone that is left off for us is this zone, this particular zone. That's what we have to wait for. So for us to know if this POI is very much valid, first of all, he has to break structure with a full body. That's what he did. Secondly, does he have momentum? Exactly, he broke with a momentum stick. Did it sweep liquidity? Exactly, yeah, he actually did sweep liquidity before moving. For this to have tapped to this other block, there's a liquidity that is here that has been swept. So this is the liquidity here, and liquidity was swept, yeah, before that break. There's a double break of structure to confirm the other block. What else? Is the zone or POI unmitigated? Very much yes. Is the POI closest to liquidity? Exactly, it is. This is the liquidity. Yeah. So our expectation is for market to reverse from this point, tap here, then we very much look for sales. Yeah, tap here. Oh, sorry about that. Market to tap here. Oh God. Look for sales for market to tap here, then maybe to this point. So that is what we'll be looking out for. Yeah. So um let's go to the daily time frame. Yeah. So the other ways I can use to look for setups for me to trade. For example, if market successfully sweeps out this low, this liquidity at this point. Yes, a market successfully sweeps out this liquidity um, at this point. Yes, for example, and this, for example, this candlestick, market sweeps it out. So we are going to be using my CRT method to enter the market. This sweep, then we'll look for trades to this point. That's still a very valid that's still a very valid strategy for me. So this is what I'll be looking out for on gold. So if market probably comes to this price, we'll go to the lower time frame. Lower time frame at the 30, 15, 5. We'll look for structure shift. We'll look for structure shift on the lower time frame. Yeah. Or we will still look for look at CRT entry on that 4 hours time frame for us to find trades up until the next spot on liquidity. This is what I mean. For example, this is a break, then we expect market to come down maybe to this zone, then we have to look for trades up onto this point of the next spot of liquidity. This is the next spot of liquidity. This point is the next spot of liquidity. So our trade is actually going to last till the next point of liquidity or the next spot of liquidity. So yeah, that's my liquidity outlook on gold. And I would like to know if this is your bias, if this is your same bias in the comment section. Yeah, peace out.